Hi PE 552, this is my video response for week 4 on our response on the things that are unethical, immoral, and unjust in physical education and sport. So the first question is just how does your faith, beliefs, and values provide you with discernment and direction when you experience unethical, unjust, and inappropriate situations in physical education and sport? I think that my faith and beliefs and values really all come down to just a confidence level in who I am as a person and what I believe in, and give me that ability to stand firm in the things that I believe. And I think a lot of that comes from just strength that I've seen, not physically, but more mentally and emotionally, and just being a female athlete for so long and a female coach. I've seen a lot of unjust things as a player and as a coach, but it hasn't been till recently until I've been able to step out of my shell and actually take some action to make those changes. So the next question is to provide an example of such an experience. The most recent example would be witnessing another coach during a tournament. We were watching the game before ours, and we were on the stands, and a coach called a timeout and brought the girls over to the side. This is water polo, by the way. And it was a really, really hot day. And so the water seemed really nice. But anyways, the coach called a timeout, brings the girls over, and he is yelling at the top of his lungs at these girls and saying they need to swim faster. If they're not swimming fast because they're hot, then he's going to make them effing swim 10 100s in the shallow end. And that probably doesn't mean anything to anybody, but 100 is 4 laps in a pool. And to do that 10 times after a game in a tournament is kind of excessive, but the manner in which he spoke to these girls and the fact that he was cussing and yelling for the whole pool deck to hear, I thought was extremely inappropriate, and just goes against everything I believe in as a coach. And I think that we're not just coaches of a sport, but we're leaders and we're mentors to young women, in my case, young women, and we're teaching them life lessons and really helping them grow into successful human beings in the world. And it's not just, I want to make them a good player. And so the fact that you're speaking to these young ladies like that, you're kind of sending a message that it's okay to be spoken to like that, especially by a man. And that doesn't sit well with me at all. And so I wrote an email to the athletic director, and I was as respectful as possible and just said, this isn't what coaching is about. And there is a fine line between being stern, being strict, being hard, and being rude, disrespectful, and demeaning. And you can really bring an athlete down and tear down their spirits and do a lot of damage if you're not careful. So I haven't heard back from the athletic director, but this particular coach and team is in our conference, so I will be seeing them again next season, and hopefully things change a little bit over there. But a good friend of mine told me that a lot of unjust things continue to happen because nobody speaks up. Everyone thinks that someone else is going to do it, or they're too afraid, or whatever. And when she said that, there was a moment that I felt, I don't want to get on anyone's bad side. Like, I don't want to stir up the pot. I don't want to cause trouble. But it really comes down to sticking to what you believe in, and standing up for things that are right, and that helps you take action. And I think a lot more people need more confidence in doing that and taking action and speaking up, and because otherwise we'll never see change. It's all the people that spoke up in the past when it comes to any type of injustices in the world and within society. It's always people who speak up and say something and do something about it that causes change. So my faith is deeply rooted in the confidence of who I am and my value and worth, and that's what just gives me the strength to stand in that and to speak out when needed. So that is my video response. Thank you for listening. Can't wait to hear from all of you.